What's up, Sunday fams? Welcome to another video. These last two episodes were definitely about letting it go, even cutting it off, let loose.
Cheerful dog.
And the Beauty and the Beast. Let's talk about it. All of the themes running through this show is starting to unfold much clearer and much more prevalent, especially for themes of letting it go. It's therapy session for all of these characters, especially for Gang-tae and Mun Yeoung. Gang-tae is starting to realize that he is in love with Mun Yeoung.
And like you said, each two episodes is like a different therapy session. Of course, this one being letting go or cutting your leash off and, you know, not suppressing, right? One of the other themes, or I guess parallel themes, was that Gang-tae was suppressing himself. He wasn't letting himself feel his emotions. Whereas Mun Yeoung often expresses her emotions too freely. When we're talking about Mun Yeoung, her biggest breakthrough in these two episodes was actually letting go of her mother in some way, shape, or form. We don't know whether or not she still has those nightmares, thanks to Mang-tae. But
Tae, can we just give a shout out to Mang-tae, brand new character into this show.
But we haven't seen, right? We haven't seen any instance of her having that nightmare ever since. And she, you know, cut her hair and kind of, it was one of those pain points for her where she couldn't cut her hair. It was part of her mother that she couldn't let go. And so she cut off her hair, and so she started to let go. She started to smile more, and this is the point, the turning point for her, as well as a turning point for Gang-tae, where he was like, "You look pretty." He started to just like buy into it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was also a very good parallel with what is that called that she wears around?
Shawl?
A shawl. When she let go of the shawl with the burden she carried with her daughter's death, she's letting it go too, and she's setting herself free. And so for the same with Mun Yeoung, setting herself free with cutting her hair, and Gang-tae just like all of a sudden, like in the last episode when Mun Yeoung gets hit. And we know that she was hiding that rock behind her.
She was prepared.
She was ready to like throw down. And can I just say like how the injustice in this whole episode, or just this instance, with Gang-tae getting suspended because, you know, he threw a punch, but this guy who's just an abusive husband or ex-husband threw the punch, right? And like Gang-tae is the one that gets the punishment. What
is the consequences of his actions in slapping Mun Yeoung? We don't know, and that's the injustice, but we really want to punch him in the face.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe it was meant to be that way because it's led Gang-tae to this freedom that he suddenly has. He's like, he's so happy that he might get sued, he's getting suspended, not getting paid, but he's ready to go on this journey with Mun Yeoung and really kind of just like embracing the fact that they're in love.
Yeah, and let's talk about Gang-tae's evolution or arc to this eventual breakthrough, because, you know, in the previous episode, one of the pain points for him is suppressing his feelings. But then, you know, later on in that episode, he got drunk. He started laughing more and smiling more around her, and he was even playing jokes on her. And then he gave her Mang-tae. And in this episode, you know, he started getting jealous. Like when they were at the cafe, and she was like, "Oh, he's handsome. I want it." I pointed out, I called it. He's like, "No, she wants the pen, not that dude." And that was like awesome how I called that shit. But
I completely forgot that she's a klepto. So
yeah, and in that case, like him getting jealous and kind of like fumbling over his words and be like, "I'm not getting jealous. No, what are you talking about? You're crazy." And then like that slow evolution to where he is now, where he's just like, you know, practically head over heels for Mun Yeoung at this point.
Yeah, it all just kind of had these chain of events with him eating jampong, spicy noodles that you can get addicted to, and it really looks delicious. Really realizing that, you know, all of these suppressed emotions that he had about his mother came to the realization that, you know, it's not all about Sang-tae. It's about both of them. It's about their love for each other, right? And so I think there's like these kind of suppressed memories that happen because there's like there's a shock value with what you remember or what you choose to remember.
The Mandela effect.
Yeah, and it all of a sudden like comes forward and you realize things weren't the way that you remembered them to.
Yeah, that was also a contributing factor to his breakthrough too. I mean, you know, a large part of his childhood, at least suppressed in his memory, was that his mother largely neglected him in favor of Sang-tae. But then obviously we realized that wasn't the whole picture.
Yeah.
And his mother did care for him. It was just one of those things that he chose to kind of, I guess,
interpret in a different way.
Yeah.
Very good last 2 episodes. I want to know what you thought in the comment section below. Which scenes or which parts struck you the most? Was it the last couple of scenes when, you know, Gang-tae and Mun Yeoung are gonna join together? They're deeply in love. They're going to go on this journey, this trip together. All
he
things
can show her a whole new world.
A whole new world. Maybe that's the next episode. It's called A Whole New World.
But that'll do it for our review of episode 7 and 8 of It's Okay to Not Be Okay. It's a complete therapy session. Every single 2 episodes that we see every week. And now they're both on the precipice of a journey together. And we'll see where it goes from here. But if you enjoyed our review, hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.